Hi cuties, my name is Hanako Kozumi and this is the channel Nerdy Nekoma. Everything here is about Haikyuuchat stories and fanfic. Thanks for joining us today. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and leaving a like. Today's video is the DaiSugaIwaOi part of the Son of Heartbeats. I advise you to watch the Pretend to Faint challenge from the ship before because it happens right after. Other than that, let's jump straight into the video. Iwaizumi sat next to Suga on the right side of Oikawa's bed. He had his arm wrapped tightly around the silver-haired and could feel him shiver occasionally. His tears had long stopped, but his body was still shaking with dry sobs from time to time. The brunette just wished he could sleep soon, but he doubted. Even with all the exhaustion running through their bodies, none of them slept these past days. Not even Suga, who looked close to passing out when Iwaizumi and Daichi walked into the waiting area to search for their boyfriends. He could still hear Suga's mumbled apologies over and over again. He hadn't stopped for almost 2 hours before he got basically too tired to continue. Iwaizumi understood where he was coming from. The other had barely managed to get to the hospital with the ambulance and was overall not very helpful when they found Oikawa. But that didn't matter. It wasn't his fault. No one would blame him for that but himself. It wasn't the past. Now Oikawa was here and had gotten the help he needed. They were all here to support one another. I'm going to get myself a snack. Iwaizumi gave Daichi a quick nod, who left the room quickly. Out of the three of them, he was the most collected and calm, as long as there was something to do. But as soon as they got here, and all that was left to do was waiting, he got more and more agitated. In the beginning, he visibly flinched whenever the beep of the monitor attached to Oikawa announced his heartbeat. Hey Koshi, do you want to lay down? Try to sleep for a bit? He shook his head. Koshi, you have to sleep soon. You're exhausted. So are you. Iwa-chan? Mr. Refreshing? For a moment it felt as if time had stopped. Oikawa was looking at them, eyes wide open and smiling. Toru? Both of them got closer to the bed and Suga took his hand gently in his own. Hey, Iwa-chan. His smile widened, but something was off. Why are you here? Toru, you were in a hospital. You hurt your head and... Yeah, I get that. But why are you here? I'm going to get a nurse. He ran out. What do you mean? I get why Iwa is here, though it's still surprising. Did he stay here all night? Yes, of course. We all did. We are your boyfriends after all. My boyfriends? Toru. The door slammed open and Iwaizumi stormed in, followed by Daichi. The younger frowned as he saw the tears running down Sugawara's cheeks. Hey, Koshi, it's going to be alright. He's awake now. Daichi? Wait, so does that mean we are dating too? What? Iwaizumi and Daichi stared at the injured. It felt as if the blood in their bodies had been replaced by ice. Oikawa-san? Hello, I'm your doctor, Suzuki-san. Nice to meet you, Suzuki-san. How are you feeling today? Well, I admit I'm having a slight headache. Oikawa smiled sheepishly while the others were still frozen in shock. Excuse me, Suzuki-san? Yes? Can memory loss be one of the consequences of his injury? Well, it's possible. Do you feel like you have forgotten something, Oikawa-san? The injured threw a quick glance at his boyfriends before looking down ashamed. He nodded slowly. I understand. Don't worry though, it's most likely temporary. We'll proceed to do a quick exam to make sure that you are getting better, and then you should rest a bit more. If you have any questions, you can ask me or a nurse at any time. Though, after this, I'll be most likely busy with some other patients. My colleague asked me to take his case, it's similar to yours. She spoke to them in a calm and friendly manner, always trying to keep Oikawa engaged in the conversation while checking his vitals and the devices attached to him. After they had left, silence lingered in the room. It was shortly after we graduated, right? Huh? You confessed to me shortly after we graduated from high school. Yes. Hope started to grow in his chest. And Suga-san, Daichi, you confessed to us in university. Well, Suga did for the most part. He chuckled and gave Suga an affectionate smile while squeezing his hand slightly. Yes. His voice broke as the tears spilled over. Don't cry, Koshi. I'm here. I remember. You remember. Daichi walked up to Oikawa's other side and pressed a gentle kiss to his forehead. It's coming back slowly. That's good. Iwaizumi's voice sounded strained as well. Iwa-chan. Hey, don't you cry. That's our job right now. But Oikawa couldn't stop the tears running down his cheeks upon seeing all of his 3 boyfriends by his side. Even Iwaizumi's face was decorated with teardrops slowly making their way down to the ground. Oikawa sniffled. I love you, all of you. We love you too. They all got closer and engulfed Oikawa in a giant group hug, plastering his face with little kisses and whispering loving promises underneath their breath. After 2 more days, Haikyuu was allowed to leave the hospital as long as he promised to rest. And Sugawara, Iwaizumi and Daichi would make sure that he kept this promise. As soon as they arrived home, Suga and Iwai ran ahead. They prepared the couch, making it extra comfortable with pillows and blankets. Daichi followed close behind, helping Aikawa up the stairs. In the doorframe he hesitated, staring at a cloth on the ground in the hallway. Aikawa, are you okay? Do you feel pain? Or dizziness? Do you feel nauseous? No, none of that. I feel okay, I promise, darling. He smiled brightly at Daichi. I just thought I remembered something. What? Oh no, it's nothing important. Toro, please. I think I wanted to prank you before the incident. He felt Daichi stiffen next to him. What prank? Pretend to faint. What? Bokuto told me. Remember, I met him in the hospital. Iwaizumi nodded slowly. Yes, I convinced Akashi and Yamaguchi to do it as well. Wait, Akashi's not hurt because of the prank, is he? Panic and guilt raised in Oikawa's chest. No, Kenma's the one hurt. He soothingly stroked Oikawa's back, leaving out the part where he assumed the same first. When the panic in Oikawa's eyes remained, he added, "It has nothing to do with the prank. He's going to be fine." The other nodded slowly. Wait, so you are telling me that you got hurt because of a stupid prank? Oikawa flinched and winced. The sudden noise sent a sharp pain through his head. Sorry, but even if he did, don't you think he has been punished enough? Hajime, I understand that you are angry. I am too, but he needs our support right now. They looked at Oikawa, who still leaned against Daichi and looked overall like a hurt puppy. The setter stared at the ground. I don't think it was just about the prank. Huh? Oikawa, can you tell us what happened? He nodded slowly. Wait, let's go to the couch first. You still need to rest. When they finally sat down, everybody, all but Oikawa, stared expectantly at the setter. I don't remember clearly, but I know that I placed the cloth there. He pointed at it, so that I could pretend to slip on it. Iwaizumi gritted his teeth. And then you slipped for real. No, I don't even think I got that far. It's exactly where I placed it. But what happened then? Oikawa chuckled slightly. I didn't listen to you. You told me to rest, but I didn't listen. I'm sorry. When I heard the doorbell, I just ran towards the door and got dizzy, I guess. He looked down guiltily. Doorbell? The package. Iwaizumi sighed. Don't apologize, Toru. It was an accident, and accidents happen. But if I just... Well, if one of us would have stayed, this wouldn't have happened either. We know you after all. That's stupid. You couldn't know. Exactly. You couldn't know that you would end up in the hospital either, so we are even. The setter stared at each of his boyfriends. Koshi? Oh no, I'm with them, but in case you need to hear it, whatever you did, you are forgiven. Thank you. They hugged again, and Suga and Oikawa shared a bittersweet kiss before everybody got back to their own tasks. Iwaizumi and Suga went to the kitchen to prepare dinner, and Daichi stayed at Oikawa's side to make sure he was comfortable. And that was it for part 2, also the final part. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. I will admit that I'm not too confident in this second part, but I still liked it, and I'm looking forward to making more content for this ship because honestly, I love it. I loved it before and I feel more in love with writing this, and I want to portray it better than I did so far, so yeah. Have a wonderful day!